Welcome, everyone. So this is a catch-up on my live a couple of weeks ago. And for some reason, it's not showing up in my feed, but we're only going to be on for an hour. So we'll just see how this goes. I just did a community post. Let's break on through to the other side, ladies and gentlemen. I've got Grumpy Sapper and 008 at the helm doing their modular modding. But we're going to jump right in and talk about Diddy, because I just got an alert that Diddy just lost his attorney. Did he? He did. He did lost his attorney. He did lost his attorney?
He did.
He did. Gregopedia, how are you today?
I'm all right.
You're all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Bemused, bewildered?
Betrayed, bewildered.
Betrayed, bewildered?
Is that correct?
I think so. Did you pierce the toast?
Men smear.
Men smear. So we're going to do a couple of different things, guys. So first thing, this is just going to be an hour long. So if you do want to come in and get a reading, you can throw a $5 down and I will read for you. Otherwise, I'm just going to read on pop culture stuff. And Greg, would you do me a favor and see if you can see me anywhere?
Yeah, you're right next to me. You're about...
No. I mean on YouTube. I'm not showing up on YouTube. I am not seeing this live on YouTube. It's very strange.
No, your live is not coming up. I got... First thing that comes up when I go into your channel is Peace Talk Predictions 1. And I was going to Devil Part 3. It's like the first two things.
Do me a favor and jump over to my community page and just check that out too and see what's going on there.
Where's your community page?
It says posts.
What? Posts. 59 seconds ago, live right now.
Oh my gosh, you know why? I don't know why it's coming up as private.
The video is private.
That's weird.
A private dancer.
Hang on.
For money.
I'm your private dancer for money. Let me fix this and make it public. So now I think we're back in business, kids. So live right now, we got one person watching. I don't know if that's Grumpy Sapper. I don't know.
There you are. You're on live now,
Anna. We fixed it. For some reason, the video was private. So welcome one, welcome all. I got my pipes are back a little, not all the way. But hi guys. So those of you that are just jumping in now, I just got an alert that Diddy has lost his fiance.
The dingo ate your baby.
The dingo ate his baby. Diddy. Hi, Dave Murphy. Good day. Oh, Dave Murphy's in the future. It's Saturday over there. So, hi, Rhea. So everybody can see me now. We were private for a second. So that was crazy. $5 Friday, people. $5 Friday. So if you want your own reading, throw a $5 down. Put your questions in all caps. Do it in the super chats. We need to feed the pig over there. I got to let YouTube know I'm a good partner. And I'm doing what I do. So let's take a look at Diddy. I'm going to bring up that card view. Thanks so much. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Minor technical difficulties at the start of this one. We're only going to be on for an hour, guys, because we're going to migrate right over to Grumpy Sapper. He is going to debut Friday night hotspot. We're going to be doing happy hour with Grumpy Sapper, playing some trivia games, music games. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be over there modding. So everybody, make sure you get in there. So we're going to limit our questions today, guys. So if we can get 10 super chats, actually, I'm going to set a goal. Let me set a goal. 10 super chats in the next 45 minutes. Or actually, we'll do 30 minutes. No, 45. We could do 45. So there we go. How are we going to celebrate? We'll give you a shout out on Grumpy Sappers. Shout out on Grumpy's live stream. Coming up next. So we're going to be over there in an hour, guys. Hi, Charlie C. Good to see you again. So, all right. So let's oh, thank you, Sapper. We got 5 memberships going out. Let's see who they went to. And there we got a goal started. There we go. So we got Stephanie Fox, Zephyr K9. Zephyr K9, you could go over and look at those remote views that I did. Kay Talks, Karen, and Kelly all got gifted a membership from Grumpy Sapper. Thank you so much for gifting those over. We're going to break it out right now, and we are going to talk about P. Diddy. P. Diddy just lost his attorney. What does this mean for him? We are working with the Tarot of the Divine. 8 of Wands in reverse, 9 of Wands. He's unprotected. 10 of Swords. This guy is done. Queen of Wands, Temperance in reverse, Page of Cups. And boys and girls, I just got to send my mom a link because I think she wants to come over. Mom was in the chat yesterday. You guys had some fun with her. So let me see. Here we go. Chat yesterday. Whoop. And I am going to, how do I do this? Share, copy link, send this to mom. Mom had a lot of fun with you guys yesterday. She goes, oh, it's a nice community when I talked to her after it. So talking about Diddy, Boy, what a mess. So right here, he doesn't have anybody good in his court right now. Let me take a look. I'll just give you a little bit more information. The headline is Sean Combs, attorney, and I will actually put a link in. Copy, drop it. Lady of the Lake, how are you, my dear? Paste. There we go. If you guys want to see the oh, that's a crazy article. Trying to get the link for this. Copy and paste. There's the article. Oh, I can't paste the whole article, guys. Sorry about that. That's annoying. So we'll just backspace out of that. Backspace. So article says Sean Combs, attorney, steps down, says there are no circumstances in which he can represent Diddy. Anthony Rico, an attorney for Sean Diddy Combs, has filed a motion to step down from the mogul's legal team in a filing in the Southern District of New York. Rico did not, or Rico, I think it is, R-I-C-C-O, Richo, maybe. Hi, Penny D. Good to see you. Has filed a motion to step down from the team. He did not provide an affidavit or evidence for why he could not continue the case other than a short statement saying he would no longer be able to effectively serve. Wow. Although I have provided Sean Combs with a high level of legal representation expected by the court, under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs. This is consistent with the ABA standards for criminal justice. Rico notes that withdrawal from representing Combs would not delay the trial date, which is currently scheduled to begin in May. It remains represented by 5 other attorneys, including Mark Agnifilo and Tenny Garagos. So, yeah, not looking good for him. Not looking good for him. So let's go back on over here. So Page of Cups, he is super upset about this. So I am not sure what the issue is here. He's very upset about it. Temperament, he is all out of sorts. 10 of Swords under the surface. He knows this is the end of the road. So that is a shame. We've got our first super chat on the table, and it is Dave Murphy, my good friend from Down Under. Down Under. So, Dave, let's see. Do I see any more hospital visits for you? The November 30th ended up unexpectedly in the ICU with sepsis, pneumonia, and full renal failure. Did not look good. Dave, I am glad you are on the mend. Let's see if we've got any more visits. Hello, Foxy, my dear. Chariot, we are moving. In what direction are we moving? January 39th. January 39th. What? Oh, January 30th. Queen of Wands. So, Dave, no, I don't see any more hospital visits for you at the Mo, because we are well in hand here. We're moving toward good health. We're burning up all of the bad stuff that we need to burn up. So that is good stuff. Sharon, thanks for throwing up some prayer hands for Dave there. Everybody give Dave a little bit of prayer hands there. We want to make sure we keep him healthy and sound. You are well aware of the things that you need to do to keep yourself safe and sound. And the Hermit card, everybody gets nervous about this Hermit card. The Hermit is not out there alone and on his own and kind of isolated. He's taken information and he's out there using that information and making sure that he progresses and uses that information to do better. One of the things I love about this particular card, and we see this in some other representations, is the white stag in the background. You can see he's got those big, beautiful antlers there. That is so he shows the wisdom and the time that he spent. So, Dave, I think you're looking good. What do you need to know for the weekend? We're going to do one more for you. Lady of the Lake is on the table, too. Thank you so much for your contribution. I'm going to get to your son, Tom, in just a second. What do you need to know, Dave, for the weekend? For the weekend, there is always hope in the future. The future is uncast for most of us. You know, death and taxes, they're going to come to us all, but we can always carve out a new future for ourselves. So, Dave, much love to you. I'm looking forward to our private meeting at the end of the month. I cannot wait to do that. The rest of you, there are links at the top of the chat if you want to book a private reading with me. I have opened up my schedule for tomorrow to get as many of you in as possible, since I missed a good portion of the month being sick and stuck in bed. I'm still feeling a little wiggly, but life is good and I'm on the mend, on the mend. Oh, and Charlie's in the chat there. Charlie, see, she won a reading. She got a membership and won a reading, and we met up and it was a great reading. It's great to meet you guys. That's one of my favorite things. I'm gonna give away a lot more readings in the future, because my membership is always going to get readings, but periodically I'm going to give away readings to the general population, because it's really great for me to get to know you guys. I get to see your faces, I get to meet you, and some people are a little bit shy about booking an appointment. They're a little bit worried about that. So if I can entice you in, I think that's great. So,
first one's free, kids.
Greg said the first one's free, kids. 32 people in the chat. Nice to see you guys. Make sure you are hitting that like button as you come on in. And we've got some fun in store for you at the end of this live stream. We are going to migrate right over to Grumpy Sapper. We're going to play some music games over there with him at his new time. It's going to be really fun, more of a happy hour vibe. He was on Sundays, and now we're moving him on over to Friday night freakout. So we're going to have some fun. Hi, good chip lollipop. Nice to see you in the chat. Lady of the Lake, let's see what's going on with Tom. How is Tom doing? 6 of Wands. Tom's feeling a little weak in the knees this weekend. Wheel of Fortune. 10 of Coins. So some of the stuff that's going on with Tom and how you can help him. He feels like he hasn't been developing things. So the 6 of Wands, when it's in reverse, we're not feeling successful. We're not feeling like we have achieved and fulfilled our destiny. And over here, one of the things that he needs to do is he's not Perseus. Find and fulfill your destiny. Was that who played Zeus in
So
that?
Laurence Olivier.
This little Sir Laurence Olivier. Thank you. I couldn't remember. I could see his hair. I couldn't see his face. We are big fans of the Clash of the Titans, the original claymation. Awesome
It
movie.
wasn't claymation.
There was claymation
It
in it.
wasn't claymation. It was stop motion.
Stop motion. Ugh.
Ray Harryhausen was the person.
All right, so slice and dice it, Greg. Slice and dice it. Is there any more bacon upstairs?
No, I told you there wasn't.
He ate all the
I
bacon.
ate all the bacon.
So Tom needs to
bacon
incorporate
disgusting.
more assistance. The Wheel of Fortune in this deck, it's an African fairy tale. And here, I'll pull it up. So where's the book? Where's the book? Where's the beef? So our Wheel of Fortune, and again, this is still our featured deck. Anansi is a Akan mythology from Ghana. And the Wheel of Fortune is turning, spun by a trickster god. What was once luck is now misfortune. What was hopeless is now joyous. These acts may seem random, but all fates are part of the interconnected web of repercussion. So it's a real rich sense of the give and take of the universe. So, we take the good with the bad in some occasions.
Now you have the facts of life.
Okay, you're killing me, Greg.
I'm sorry.
I love you to death, but I'm struggling here. I'm just back to work. I can't banter. I can't riff. So it's good to see me laughing again, guys. So with this Wheel of Fortune, sometimes we need to bring in other parties to help us build, help us create, help us craft. And there's our trickster god there who is building that web and doing some crazy things. Thankfully, I see you in the chat. Hello, my lovely, lovely Foxy's over there giving you some love too. Foxy loves the blondes. So I found that out. I didn't know Foxy loved the blondes. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Amanda. We're freezing up here in the Northeast. So he has to understand, Tom, that the best laid plans sometimes don't come to fruition because the universe is pushing us into a different direction. So his end game may not be the end game that he envisioned. Sometimes we need to go back and work with the recreation and say, well, what's working? Where is the universe sliding me in? When he does a little bit of an examination, I think he's going to find where his heart leads him. The Queen of Cups. Sometimes what makes us happiest is what brings us the most success. I'm an example of that. I went to university. I started my master's. I was planning on getting my PhD and I was going to teach university, and I had a head injury and it derailed me. And I wound up training dogs, and I wound up getting married to my first husband. And then I wound up drifting into insurance. And then I came full circle back to what I've been doing since I was 17 years old, which is doing readings and helping people kind of guide their spiritual ship into a better direction. And the one thing that remains true is that sometimes when people force themselves into a role that they think they're supposed to be going in, they don't wind up where they're supposed to be. They wind up in a place that feels uncomfortable. Sometimes it feels like a shirt that you're wearing that's maybe not fitting very well. So how can you best help Tom, Lady of the Lake? How can you best help Tom? Rhea, you're a redhead? I didn't know that. 3 of Cups. Let him feel some joy. So find out what is his joy, what feels best for him, and then craft a plan for how we can exploit the things that make him feel good, the things that he is interested in. I could sit around and talk to people about planets and all kinds of crazy stuff. Oh, hey, your mortgage advisor is here. How you doing, darling? So I could talk about, all kinds of weird stuff and ghosts. And, I have friends that are paranormal investigators, and I could sit there and chit chat with them about it all day long, that I've incorporated into a business that I run from my home, where I can still attend to my family. I can still attend to all of the good events in my kids' lives. I think it's wonderful. And sometimes we have to peek around the corner. Sometimes we have to figure out what's going on in terms of joy. And I know joy is like an overused word because of Kamala and Megan, but we have to figure out like where does our heart lead us? Like, this isn't like a Harry kind of thing where we say, quit your job and go do whatever you want. Like, you can't really do that. But what we want to do is find the things that we know best, because then we speak from the heart. We are telling people and teaching people and sharing with people from our heart and from a place that we know best and from a place of authenticity and honesty. So, I think that is really important. I think encouraging Tom to look at things like that, I think really, really does work well. And I think that gives him just enough of a push that he becomes this King of Wands. And he goes, you know what? It's never too late to start over. It's never too late to go in a different direction. So, Lady of the Lake, I hope that helps. Have a little fun with him. Pour a pot of tea, have a glass of sherry, whatever it is, whatever floats your boat. And you guys just kind of chill out and relax for a little bit. Carmen, you are very welcome. It's nice to have you back today, too. Remember, everybody, we are going to segue right over into Grumpy Sappers Live. He is going to be doing live music trivia, music games, all kinds of fun stuff. And we are just going to have a great time over there for the next couple of hours and ease you into your weekend, spark it up, have a lot of fun. It's going to be super deluxe. Oh, and one of the things that I said, we're going to theme this. What did I do with it? What did I do with her deck? Hang on, kids. Hang on. Amanda, I see your super chat. I'm coming. Hold on. I'm coming. In honor of jumping over into Grumpy Sappers, we're going to use the Alicia Wicker music deck. So Alicia Wicker is my good friend. She's another content creator on here. If you're unfamiliar with her, she is fabulous, and she's got a much bigger following than I do. We are both clairaudient, and when we did Dueling Tarot together, one of the things that we discovered was we both would hear music and songs and lyrics, and that would be part of our intuitive process. So she made this super cool deck. So we are going to use that today too. Amanda, I'm going to kick that off with you before I pull some cards. Thank you so much for your contribution. I'm sorry, I had to swallow. Let me get some water here. And just so everybody knows, everybody who's unaware, Angus did, in fact, get his license yesterday. I have a licensed driver in the house. I can't wait to send him out on errands and all kinds of fun stuff. I got a little sticker shock from my insurance company, but good enough. So very exciting times. It was a big moment. What did he say? That he didn't think it was going to be such a significant moment in his life, Craig?
Yes. He was surprised at how big of an accomplishment.
Yes, he was very surprised, but he is a very good kid, and we love him, and he's dang good looking too. Good looking kid. So I'm a little bit worried because he told me he wants to go on a cross-country trip already. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, it is. Yeah, it is the Dave. It's the threshold to adulthood. Very, very crazy. So now we got to get him sorted out with a parking spot at work. So at school. All right. So Amanda, this is amazing news. Your business partner is meeting with Donald Trump Jr. How is the pitch going to go? Let's get one musical card. Let's see what we got. Boom. Highway to the Danger Zone. Kenny Loggins. Let's see what else we get on this. Thank you, Fishy Fun. Thank you. Dave, his dad bought him Alexis or an Infiniti? Infiniti. His dad bought him a used Infiniti. So he has a vehicle, very cool vehicle. So very, very lucky kid. Now he's just got to take care of it and do all the right things. So we have something in New Jersey called the Cinderella license. The kids can't drive for the first year. After 11, they can't have more than one friend in the car.
You have to wear glass slipper.
They have to wear a glass slipper, Greg said. They turn into a pumpkin after midnight. So he's got some restrictions on the license for now. So hi, Drusilla. Good to see you in the chat. Remember, everybody, if it's $5 Friday, you want your own reading, drop a $5 in the chat. I will do your reading. And if you book a reading for this weekend, I've got hours open all day tomorrow. Will knock your contribution off your payment for your private reading. So you just have to remind me of that, and we'll adjust the pricing. So what is this danger zone with Donald Trump Jr.? The Emperor, 7 of Cups, High Priestess, 6 of Wands. So I think the timing is a little off on this one. I think the meeting is not going to yield anything immediately, but I think later we're going to see something. So I want you to almost think about this meeting as a foundational kind of first time meeting. I think there's going to be more meetings. 6, 8, 9 months down the road, unfortunately, I think there's some bigger fish to fry. What is the direction? Donald Trump Jr. has a little bit of a different direction than that. This is something that he does want to get involved in. This is the Knight of Swords down here and the 2 of Coins. It's something he does want to get involved in, but there's something that's taking a bit more of a head on this. So it'll be something, and I think that's kind of the answer we're going to get. I think we're going to hear from him. I love this idea. I think it's great. I think we can work with this, but it's going to take us a little bit longer before we can actually put all of it together. So don't be disappointed. So let's go into the future. Let's fast forward into the future. Irene, thank you so much. I'm going to get to you next. Sit tight, my dear. Sit tight. So a number of months down the road, what kind of response can we expect? We've got 10 of Wands there. 7 of Swords, 2 of Wands, King of Coins, Ace of Swords. There's going to be a modification of the idea. So they're going to make some, what the offer will be is making some changes about the presentation of the plan. And I think your husband's partner is going to take a step back because of that. I think he's going to say, I don't know, I really want to keep it in its purest form. Eventually, do we get a love match here? I think we get some support, but I don't know if we are hand in hand in business. There's a little bit, this other bigger thing that Donald Trump Jr. is going to be involved in is going to take precedence. So I think it's going to pull him away from focusing on a new venture. So I think we're gonna have to see. So Amanda, let's keep looking on that. Like I said, I think this is going to be like an information gathering kind of meeting, and then I think we move into a redevelopment of it. So I hope that helps. But thank you so much, my sweet. It is always lovely to see you in the chat with your beautiful beautiful profile picture. Amanda is absolutely stunning, people. I have had the pleasure of seeing her in a private reading, and she is gorgeous. Irene, thank you so much for your contribution. I am going to give you a music card for your question as well. So romance for your daughter, Sarah. This is the... Hi, Carol. Don't worry. Don't worry. We are going to migrate right over into Grumpy Sapper's super fun music trivia game after this over on his channel, guys. This is his new time. We want to really support him. It's Friday night fun over there. We're going to have some fun. And so in honor of that, I'm using the Alicia Wicker musical oracle. we are going to pull one card for romance for daughter Sarah in 2025. And let's get one of these cards out. And oh, Billie Jean is not my lover. The kid is not my son. So let's hold that over there and let's see what else that means about romance for daughter Sarah. I love the name Sarah.
Princess.
Huh?
It means princess.
Does it mean princess?
In Hebrew, yeah.
Does it really? I did not know that.
Sorry. Wikipedia just spouting out whatever random thoughts are in the head.
That's okay. Ace of Coins, Tower card. This 9 of Cups, 5 of Coins, and King of Swords. So this is a very interesting thing. I do think that Sarah needs to take a look at her criteria. What criteria she has for a mate. Okay, guys. We're gonna end the super chats with your mortgage advisor. That's the last question I can take. I don't want to drift over into Grumpy Sapper's time. He is going to be starting in just about 25 minutes. I want to make sure I get everybody's questions done. So we're gonna cap the questions there. Questions are closed. Thank you so much for everybody who has contributed so far. You guys are fantastic. Jody, I see what you did there. Thank you, my dear. So I think she has to take a look at her criteria. And a very, very good friend of mine just recently did this as an adult. Her criteria, she was looking for someone who was sparky and exciting. And she kind of went into, she drifted and ran into an individual, a partner that is much more grounded and very different, but still has the same kind of shiny, splashy rock star vibe that she liked. And I think she really found an amazing partner. So I think Sarah is going to take the idea of what she thinks her partner is going to look like. And this is an exercise that I tell a lot of my my clients and my students to do. I say, start writing your story. What if you want a new life, what does your front door look like at your new house? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 50 years from now, what does your front door look like? So, for somebody young, like Alexa, who's in the chats here. Hi, Alexa. I can't say your name because mine goes off and starts doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Does your front door look like a house in Scotland, or does it look like a house in Texas? Does it look like a house in Maine, or does it look like a house in Canada? So what does that front door look like? So Irene, I think that your daughter needs to start to look at what her life looks like, and you can do walk up to your front door, or you can get out of bed in the morning and you can go, what does my day look like? I get out of bed. Is there a cat there? Is there somebody laying in the bed next to me? Am I going right for my cup of coffee? What am I doing? Am I going out to a barn? Am I feeding a horse? What am I doing? I think when we start to look at where we wind up, we have this radical, revolutionary conclusion that the things that we liked maybe don't exactly fit our mold. And the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Coins is a very interesting card because this is not only aestheticism and giving up things to get closer to spirituality, but it's also stepping outside of the norm, stepping outside of the expected and going into the unexpected. And what do we get when we step into the unexpected, when we step out of the tropes and the archetypes, if you will, that we have to live within? What do we wind up with? We wind up writing our own future. So I think an examination of what she is looking for may yield very different results and bring different things to her. So I hope that helps. Thank you so much for your contribution. Let me get to the rest of these. I don't want to bleed over into Grumpy Sapper's live that's coming up. We're going to bring him on screen in a few minutes too. So let's take a look. How is your granddaughter doing in Hong Kong? One of my friends is an actor, and he just got a gig in Osaka. He's going to be in Osaka for, I think, about a year. So thank you, 008. Jody is dropping the link for Grumpy Sapper. We are going to migrate right over there, guys. I'm going to help you get there. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to play some games so you can get yourself a hot toddy. I'm probably going to make a hot toddy myself. And we will go have a nice time. Actually, I may just have a little bit of tea with a little something extra in it. So might be honey, but I'm loving the Yorkshire Gold these days. So, Sally, how is your granddaughter doing over there? How is your granddaughter doing over there in Hong Kong? We got one card. Purple Rain. I never meant to cause you any sorrow. Never meant to cause you any pain. Who loves Prince? Hands up, who loves Prince? Let's do some engagement here. And I just sloppy shuffled all over myself. Still trying to convince my son that Prince is one of the greatest guitar players of all time. Huh? Eric Clapton says it. What a loss. What a loss, Prince. I was still in insurance when he passed away, and my underwriter came over to me absolutely distraught with her hands out. And she's like, and she was sobbing. And I was like, oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay? And she goes, Prince died. And the two of us were crying. We were quite the spectacle in the middle of a very staid insurance office. So how is your granddaughter doing? Purple Rain. What do we want to know about this Purple Rain? 6 of Wands. She's doing great. She's doing great. So I'm going to say Purple Rain, since Purple Rain was really, I know it wasn't his breakout song, but it really was what kind of brought him to people like my mom. I think this is bringing her out into the light. Great success. 6 of Wands, 4 of Cups. She's no longer thinking. She's no longer planning. She's no longer wishing and dreaming. She's doing. And she's in the chaos, because when we go from 4 to 5, we're now going into chaos and drama and excitement. We're doing some cool stuff there. So she's getting into the exciting, fun part of being an entertainer. Page of Swords. She's getting some ideas, and I do believe she's figuring out where she's going to go from here. There's going to be a next step. Let's see what that next step is. So she's doing good. I know you miss her, but she's doing very well. Queen of Wands, the Devil. She's thinking about moving off, and the 8 of Swords. I don't know if her contract is up, but she's thinking about what's going to be the next thing. Where do we wind up? There's something about a warmer climate. Ace of Coins. I don't know if she's auditioning for something. Page of Wands, King of Coins. There is going to be an offer for her that's going to put some coinage in her pocket, which is great. So I think she's exploring some options. There's nothing hard and in stone right now, but she's going to be exploring some options. So if there's auditions, if she's sending out tapes, those kinds of things, make sure that she's doing it. Okay. Encourage her to do it. But she's going to be, not that Hong Kong is cold, but she's going to be in some place that's more of a constant warm temperature. I feel like she's coming back to the United States, but it's going to be in like the Southwest, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona. She's going to wind up down there someplace. So I don't know if that makes any sense to you. So Vegas. Vegas is there. Maybe Vegas. Who knows? But Sally, I think she's doing great. I know you miss her, but sometimes we got to let those birdies fly a little bit. So I'm not looking forward to it. I want my little birdies to live with me forever. Jodykins, look at you dropping some coinage on me. Let's give Jody a musical card. Let me give Jody a musical card. Thanks, Sally. I'm spot on. I'm hitting it. I'm scratching all the right spots. Jody, you got I Just Want to Fly. So we'll give Jody a couple of cards here. We'll see what's going on. Jody, what do you need to know for the weekend, my sweet Jody? Everybody give Jody some flowers or something in the chat here. She is one of the best mods. She mods for like 10 different channels. She's all over the place, and she is amazing and ever ready. And she's a delightful person in real life too. So let's see what we got here. 5 of Swords. No regrets. This is a no regrets card. 5 of Swords. 5 of Wands. let people do for you. Page of Coins. Get comfy and cozy though. Six of Coins. You don't have to do much. Take some time this weekend. I know you were watching hockey the other night. Just take some time. Let this is a weekend to let your obligations fly right out the window. Hi Tammy, good to see you in the chat. Let your obligations go right outside the window. Don't worry about it. And you just have a great time this weekend. Okay. So that's I just talked to Tammy, and I told Tammy she's got to go to the gas pump and gas up this weekend. And Jody, I'm giving you the same advice. I think you need to go to the gas pump and just chill out and fill up that gas tank. So thank you so much, sweetie, as always. Thank you for being a great mod. And we have my girl Yesenia here, your mortgage advisor. How are you, my friend? I'm looking to move in with my boyfriend. Should I move into his place, or should we get a whole new apartment? Previous place we looked at. Oh, was it the little house I told you about? I was that was a really cool little place that I was looking at in my remote view. Let me grab some water. And everybody, Mom is in the chat. Say hi to Mom. Peggy's my mom, guys. I look just like her. My hair's a little bit lighter than hers right now, but I look exactly like her. I'm very, very fortunate. I have a very pretty mom. So, how's everything down there, Mom? Amanda, that's my mom. Amanda, you guys are down in the same neck of the woods. So, all right. Yesenia, we're going to give you a music card. This is, should you guys move into his place or get a whole new apartment? There's one. And there's we got two for looking at a new place. By the way, Mom, Amanda is the gal who gave me the facial referral for you. So you can thank her in the chat. So moving in with him, Material Girl, Madonna right there. And then, look, we're going to turn these suckers over. Finding a new place. We got Purple Rain again, and never meant to cause you any sorrow. And, and I don't want the world to see me. It's Iris, the Goo Goo Dolls. So I'm not sure what that means. Let's see. Looks like it's anybody's guess here. Hey, Fitness Hutch. How are you, dude? I got my buddy Paul in the chat. Guys, you can go on over and give the Fitness Hutch a sub as well. Him and his lovely bride Mel have a fabulous channel. Fabulous advice, fitness and mental fitness. So we are going to look here, moving into his house. And this is my last question of the day, guys. I think moving into his place is not a bad idea. Because we've got Knight of Cups, it's established, King of Cups. And I get your reluctance to do this, Yesenia, because, me being a Cancerian, my house is really important, and I want to feel like I'm at home. And that was one of the things that Greg and I, when we were moving in together, we tried to. His house was just not quite big enough for all four of us with all the pets and everything. Fitness Hutch, my mom's in the chat. My mom Peggy's in there. Say hi to Mom. So Mom, Fitness Hutch is my friend Paul and Mel. I've told you about them. They're in England. So, and Dave Murphy, he's my other friend. He's in Australia. Everybody, we're on several continents right now, several continents. So, I had some reluctance of, going into Greg's house and kind of having, somebody has a foothold there. So, but the house it just wasn't big enough. And this truly did become our home for everybody. So, it really did make sense. And there's a lot more room to have Gregtoberfest out in the backyard. But I think, moving in together, it is a love story with our Knight of Cups here. I think it is a place of convenience. It is a convenient situation. And then also King of Cups, it is a place that we can flourish and grow. I think he's going to be very, very welcoming to have you coming in. And Yesenia, I expect to see you at Gregtoberfest next year, so don't move too far away. We have a big Oktoberfest every fall, and Yesenia is local, so I want her to come. And the Four of Coins, you may even like to stay there. This may be financially and logistically a good spot to stay in for both of you. Now, looking for a new place. Let's see if we have something going on. Looking for a new place. It's going to be too complicated right now. Yeah, this is going to be a waste of energy. So we've got the devil here. I don't think you're going to find anything that's even better than what you've got right now. Death card. It's going to be too much of a transition for both of you. It's like we're throwing up all that energy all at once, and trying to get it to kind of gather back down might be a little bit too much. So, and then here, the Queen of Swords, I think it depletes your energy. So, you know, I think it just gets a little tricky. So, so everybody, thank you so much for all your contributions. I appreciate every single one of you. You guys are fantastic. And we you know what, we hit the monetary mark on the super chats. We did good. So I appreciate all of that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up my friend Grumpy Sapper. Are you ready to come up, dude? So I'm just going to pull the cards down for a second.
Hey, how you doing?
This is my good friend Lee. He is way off in the distance and in the future. He's in the future too, like Dave Murphy. But Lee has he's been doing a live on Sundays where we play music trivia games. He does all AI music. It's so much fun. And I suggested, why don't you come over to Friday, because Friday is more of like a happy hour kind of vibe. We also hosted a personal happy hour together that's done privately because we get pretty sloppy on it. But it's always a really, really great time. So what I wanted to do, bringing you on screen, I want to do a reading for you and your new time slot.
Okay, yes, yeah.
So let's do that. Let's bring this up. And we'll just make it a little bit bigger. And we're going to start out. These musical cards are great for the little segue. So how is this new time slot going to work for you?
Hey, Greg.
I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. Radiohead. Are you Radiohead fan? I love Radiohead.
I love Radiohead. Radiohead's great. Like Plastic Breezes, awesome song.
When I was living in LA at the end of the 90s, one of my ex-husband's music friends said to me, he's like, Radiohead's the music of the future. And I never forgot that. And the album Kid A, every time I listen to it, I feel like I'm in the future. I'm like, okay, I'm in the future.
I got that on CD in my bedroom.
Oh, so me too. Well, we're old. We have CDs.
I always thought Tom York was a character played by
Greg always thought that Tom York was a character played by Martin Short.
I can see why.
So 7 of Cups in reverse. You're feeling uncertain about this this changeover to the Friday Night Fun. Don't worry about it. Queen of Coins, this may not be the final destination for your show. The time may change a little bit, but I do think that this is going to be a good spot for you to start to pull more people in. The Fool card here, you're kind of going with the flow. And I think that in your suitcase position, keep going with the flow on this. We're gonna have a lot of fun. So everybody, we're gonna all flow right over to Grumpy Sapper. So Jody, can you drop his link again just so everybody can migrate over easily? We're gonna do that in just a couple minutes. And everybody, make sure you hit the like on your way out. And I will be back to my regularly scheduled stuff next week. So you can expect on Monday, I'll put up my calendar for the week so you guys can all plan your week. Hi, Blue Rights. Good to see you. But here, the 2 of Coins, I think we wind up doing a different partnership and maybe doing something a little different. So maybe we're going to wind up over on Saturdays. Maybe it's going to wind up being like a Saturday thing, but who knows? Who knows? I think, this is going to feel right going over to, happy hour vibe. I think it's going to feel right. I think we're going to have a good time over there. Ultimately, how is this going to affect your numbers? Let's see are we going to find more folks over there? Are we going to have more friends that show up in the chat? More friends, more fun.
All the time.
Oh, look at that. I'm not even going any further. We got a King of Cups. This is going to be the right place for you to go for a bit, and then we're going to work from there. So, my friend, I'm going to pull the cards down at this point. And just, for everybody, I know I pitched you. I could talk about you all day long. Just tell everybody a little bit about what you do on your channel.
What I do is I do a quiz of 50 questions, 48 questions now, sorry, beg your pardon. And it's all about different music. I use AI, I use different pictures, naming different songs. It's very, very interactive. Everybody can get involved. And at the end of it, whoever wins, I will write a song for you. And,
very cool.
What I'll do is you give me a sample of your voice and I'll put it into an auto-tune and I'll make you sound really good.
So Lee had asked me for a sample of my voice. Now, my mom's in the comments. I am a professionally trained singer. I do sing. I sing to you guys all the time, and she loves that. But I still have to send you over a sample, but I have not been able to talk, let alone sing. So with that, guys, we are going to migrate on over to Grumpy. So we're going to finish up. It's just at 10 after the hour. He's going to start in 5 minutes. So let's go on over there. Make sure you give him some love. Share the channel. We want to get him some growth over here. We want to get him some new people. We really want to have a good, fun time. So this is Alicia Wicker and I, we used to do Dueling Tarot on Friday nights, and it was a lot of fun. It was a great way for everybody to kick off their weekend. And I really want to help my friend grow and thrive and have some fun over there. So we're gonna head to the desert, and I'm gonna get myself a hot cup of tea, and we're gonna have some fun with this. So everybody that participated, thank you so much. Mods, Grumpy, you're one of them. Jody, you're in there. And Foxy, my favorite Foxy fella. Thank you so much, everybody, for keeping the chat safe and happy. Thanks for your contributions. Like I said, I'm going to be back to regularly scheduled business next week. So you guys will be seeing me. I'll do my Sunday follow-up. And Monday, you'll get Mixtape Monday. You'll get the calendar for the week. You'll get all kinds of cool stuff. We're going to go back to 2 for Tuesday. We're going to have a lot of fun. Okay, everybody?
See you again soon.
You ready? Showtime, buddy. All right.
See you on the dark side.
All right. We'll see you all later. I'm going to do the fun music on the way out. You ready?